we go.
Hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. All right. Welcome again to the Rollins Reviews YouTube channel. So glad to have you here. We know it is roll call time at this moment. Now, let's see who is in the chat. All right, Dorian, greetings. Jake, Underground West, Karen, Florida, John, Andrew, everyone who's here, thank you so much. When I was talking with you before, I told you Big Al and I were discussing the speeches that were conducted at the DNC. And I told you we were going to talk about some of that. And I know it's hard to stomach, but how you doing, Asada? Honeybee as well. Mary, how are you? Alley Cat, how are you? And so just wanted to come on and share. Now, we've been talking about everything that they're doing is out of desperation. And that's good for America. I love it. And we just have to stay vigilant. We cannot let off the gas and think that everything is fine. We have to still do what we need to do. We have to, if you remember, those of you who missed the interview I did with Miss Adrienne Wright, you definitely need to go back and check that out. She's a Trump delegate from Illinois. Oh my gosh, she shared a lot of information with us. And she said, how you doing, Monique? You guys, I need to be out. You need to be out, because they are definitely going to try to steal another election. And this country definitely cannot have 4 more years of Democratic rule. And let's go ahead and look at this title. Because I told you, I listened to it, I watched it, and I wanted to watch it some more so that we could have some talking points. And you know how anytime Trump says anything or gives a speech, they do all this fact checking. Oh, he told all these lies. Again, they're doing a lot of projecting. They're full of lies. And we know that. Look at the title. Barak and Michelle Obama deliver DNC speeches full of lies. And of course, the fear-mongering. We've already talked about that. That is straight from the Democratic playbook. Nothing new to see here, folks. What else can I say? That is has always been a tactic of the Democratic Party. And how you doing, Beverly? They never stopped using it, because if something works, you don't stop using it. You keep on and on and on. But I am, how you doing, Big Cheese? But I am happy to see that especially the younger people are like, we don't care about all this crap they're talking about. We know how bad it is. And they're just not taking it at face value. Now, some are, but there are a lot who aren't. And I'm happy about that. Big Cheese. Trump seems to be changing direction with his message, focused on the economy, the border, inflation, and an endorsement from RFK. Johnny Mac, is Beyonce on yet? Johnny Mac, check out the video I did last night. That was a hoax in order to bring in people from Beyonce's beehive, to bring in young people, to bring in women of all nationalities. And so they're still, don't hold your breath waiting on Beyonce. That was a hoax. Beyonce's camp was contacted. They say they were never slated to perform at the DNC. So again, they're always talking about someone telling lies, and it's them. Alley Cat, it worked in the past, but this party is not the Democratic Party. We know there's more zombie. Oh yeah, there more zombie apocalypse. Exactly. C. Fry, how are you, dear? Happy Saturday to all of you. And I know it's hard to listen to. It's hard to stomach, but we're going to listen to some of the speech and just listen to some of the things that are said. And the reason I wanted to play some of that for you is because a lot of it is what we've talked about. And you hear these people, they do sound like mindless zombies talking about Barak's talking about all the wonderful things Kamala's going to do, or as we said last night, Scamala, because she's a scam artist. And I don't know, again, why are you waiting? Americans have been suffering for 4 years. You did nothing for Americans. Now they're talking about all of these wonderful things that she's going to do. I don't think so. Johnny Mac, all red, my love, it was sarcasm. Okay. That's okay. Johnny Mac, you're fine, love. You're absolutely, we need some sarcasm to make us laugh. James Wayne, where have you been? James, I've been singing and you haven't been on here. Where have you been, guy? Alley Cat, like I said to you before, Stepford Wives, they seem very programmed. Yeah, years and years of indoctrination, brainwashing, that is real, folks. The Democratic Party, they have it down to a T. They're not going to change until they see that it is no longer effective. And it's just so sad. If you were not here, go back, check out some of my older videos, and you'll see the tactics that they've been using for the past 60 plus years. Again, they're not going to stop using them as long as they're effective. And so, where are we here? How you doing, Cynthia Z? Those of you who are here, please do me a favor, hit that little thumb. That is the like button. If you have various forms of social media, please go ahead, share this out. So I'm going to play some of the speech, and I just want to respond to your comments. Of course, Barak spoke, Michelle spoke. They're back home in Chicago, which is still like a war zone. That should tell you something. Who wants to live in a liberal city? Come on. Crystal, how are you? Yes, James, you've been missing the lives. I hope you're all right. Dorian said these people have cognitive dissonance. They have more than that. Okay, Dorian, but you're right. Honeybee, how are you? Those two Obamas are the worst thing that happened to this country. Honeybee, I can't argue with you. And again, people don't get it twisted. Obama has served 3 terms. Okay. Why do you think he's fighting so hard to make sure that they do not lose the White House? He wants another term to continue the destruction of this country. That's what they're doing. Big Cheese, Trump's response was how he would fix the economy. And so how he would fix the economy is brilliant by drilling and fracking natural resources in the U.S. That will lower the cost of energy. Big Cheese, I don't think anyone's going to argue with him. Not all, but many Americans are on board. Many Americans are suffering, and that would really help them out. And so, hey, why not? Karen, they use the same tactics. It's their protocol on the people. Exactly, Karen. And the sad part is some people, you tell them, you try to show them, and they are just unwilling. If you have not seen the inconvenient truth about the Democratic Party, it's on PragerU here on YouTube. I've shared that. I've talked about that. People, that video, the title of that video is perfect. It's an inconvenient truth. And when you're trying to shed light on the truth about the Democratic Party, some people just shut you out. They don't want to hear it. And that's really sad. That's the ultimate in brainwashing. Florida, where are we here? All they did was praise Joe, that Joe did a good job. Dorian gets it. Yes. They kept saying, what a wonderful job Joe, Jim Crow Joe did, and how Kamala's going to do a wonderful job. Newsflash, people, Kamala or Scamala, she would just be a figurehead, just like Jim Crow Joe. They're not running anything. And so don't get it twisted. The same policies that you see, she can't separate herself from Joe's policies. And what did she do besides laugh and cackle? Nothing. Jake, the YouTube now for you, Jake, I'm not understanding what you're saying, love. Type it again, dear. Yeah, and so Alley Cat is very scary. It's like a subliminal message being sent out to the dimwits. Alley Cat, you know, I've been talking about the Democratic Party is basically a cult. Vote blue no matter who. Doesn't matter how bad you're doing economically. Vote blue no matter who. The vote blue no matter who cult has destroyed this country. They will continue to destroy this country. That's what they are trying to do. The primary puppet master is George Soros. He's directing all of these activities. You want to know who's behind the George Floyd riots and all of these things that are happening in this country? Go look no further than George Soros. And he has trained his son up to do the very thing that he's been doing. So when he's gone, it's going to continue. How you doing, Bowen Birds? Fridge Reaper. Anyway, listen to this. And I know it's hard to stomach. And I hope that you haven't had your dinner. I don't want anyone losing their dinner or their lunch. Depends on what time it is where you're located. Baldwin Bird said, let me guess, Democrats doing what they do best, being desperate. Baldwin Birds gets it. Yes, that's what they're doing. Baldwin Birds, go back and check out. I did a video last night. They said that Beyonce was going to sing. So they drew all those people in and they kept playing Beyonce's music. Guess what? Beyonce never showed. So her fans were angry, like, what happened? It was nothing but a scam to draw viewers in to watch as Kamala Harris gave her acceptance speech. That's all it was. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. And now where are we here? They're making Trump look like a genius. Yeah, Baldwin, but this desperate is scary. Yes, it's scary, Alley Cat. There are no depths that they are not willing to go to. I told you, they're not giving it up willingly. I told you the assassination attempt, that's just the beginning. They're not done, folks. Asada, I'm concerned because they keep lying about how high her polling numbers are. There is no way. Asada, we've been talking about that on this channel. Those polls are greatly skewed. They're trying to, I guess, they want people to watch, look at those polls and get discouraged and say, well, there's no need for me to vote. I don't believe those polls one bit. There is no way. No way. Fact, they have been in office for 12 years. Yes, fact, Obama's had 3 terms. He wants one more. No. It's the buck stops here. It's time for Obama to go. I don't care who the figurehead is. He's running everything. And the shadow government. Big cheese. Barack Obama's message is stuck in 2008, and this is 2024. Hope and change. Yeah, you see how he's integrating that into her campaign. Yeah, what did we say? They keep going back and trying to get people's emotions stirred up. If you watched it, they went back. They had John Lewis. They talked about slavery. This is what Democrats do, folks. Alley Cat, the Bible lays this out in grand fashion. It rings very much like Revelation. Yes, Crystal, former Democrat, will not support Kamala. Yeah, and like I said, folks, if you haven't seen my prior videos, what angers me is what they're trying to do. They're trying to say that people who will not vote for Kamala, and again, go to here's another truth bomb. Go to the LGBTQ. That's all that the Democratic Party seems to do for. No, where are they? They're going to all these Black communities, right? You don't do anything for people, but you show up every 4 years. Get out of here. So I'm glad you brought that up, Honeybee. The Big Cheese. Honeybee, I'll just mute it until they're done. Honeybee said Honeybee doesn't want to hear it anymore. But I wanted to play it so that we could discuss it together, folks. Pinky, rolling in chat. Good afternoon. How you doing, Pinky Wells? Glad you're here. Please share this out on your various forms of social media. Bring more people into the conversation. Jake, she made a live YouTube post for you. Okay. Where are we? Florida. Thank you for spending the time with us. Exactly. Florida's always a welcoming host. I don't know what I would do without Florida, and Alley Cat's always here too. But we know who wins in the end, and the hand of God has protected Trump. That's what I keep telling people. I have some subscribers who are reaching out to me. They're hearing and watching these polls as well. They're becoming depressed. They're becoming discouraged. Like, I just don't know what's going to happen. I said, look, you've heard me say on these videos, the providential hand of God saved Trump. Do you think he saved Trump to let Kamala Harris walk right into the presidency, the Oval Office? Now, I told you, they're going to try and cheat. They've already stolen one election. Wake up, people. All right. All right, over 60 people in here, and only 30 people have hit the like button. Folks, some of my subscribers told me that they can't find the like button. If you're on your phone, go to a computer or a desktop computer or a tablet, and please hit that like button. Sacred Grove, how are you? Bernadine Dorn wrote Michelle's speech. Same gang. Yeah, you know it. And so, yeah, folks, I'm going to play this for you. If you have problems trying to find the like button, just let me know and we'll help you find it. Where are we? Crystal, I hope the Black community stays strong or stays on the couch. I know people are like to hate it when people don't vote, but I would much rather people stay on the couch than go out and vote for the Democrats. No. Now, you see they're trying to get the illegal immigrants to vote. That's who should vote for them. They've given them billions of dollars. That's who they should be talking to. Don't come to any Americans because you haven't done anything for us. Monique, that's why I believe Trump is going to win. God saved him for a reason. Monique gets it. Another truth bomb. That's what I've been telling people. Jay Lee, Kamala Harris, I like that. Oh, how you doing, Jay Lee? Yeah. Why God's not going to save Trump? And you guys, if you don't know how, I'm not, and I don't believe in luck. If you don't know how blessed that man is, if he had not turned his head, he would have been unalived. And so the providential hand of God saved him. And I do not believe in my heart that he was saved only to let Kamala Harris receive the presidency. So they're going to cheat. Hey, they stole one election and they keep sending me all these text messages telling me that I can get a mail-in ballot, all kinds of stuff. So they're still up to their same old rotten tricks. They're not going to stop people. That's not how they operate. C. Fryer. Okay, C. Fryer said, what do you think about RFK Jr. jumping on the Trump train? C. Fryer, go back and check out my video. Kamala Harris and her campaign people, they had the opportunity first to get the backing of RFK Jr. He went to her campaign first. They said, nah, boy, bye. They didn't give him they didn't want to be bothered with him. We hey, we don't need your sanctions. We don't need your support. And so I think it's a good thing. How you doing, Paulina? It seems to be hidden by the header on my computer on someone else's YouTube page, but I can see and click your. Thank you so much, Paulina. YT has, for some reason, has been hiding the like button, hiding the subscribe button. I have people sending me emails telling me this. Why are they trying to hide they don't want this message getting out? Alley Cat says, but the one great thing that has come to light, Black is no longer uninformed. Right, Alley Cat? So, hey, all I can say is the internet is good. Everyone has access to it. How you doing, Team Hazard? And so there is no need for anyone to be in the dark. No need. Okay? Stop playing games on your phone and learn and become informed. If you're new here, oh yeah, Paulina, if you haven't seen, I've done videos on the inconvenient truth about the Democratic Party. They're the party who started the KKK. They're the party who held blacks down and didn't want blacks to have any rights. And they're still holding them down. They throw them crumbs, which is nothing, to keep you poor and dependent all your life on the Democratic plantation. No, 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 no. Why do you think they have all these black, excuse me, gatekeepers, these celebrities, these athletes who come out in support of the Democratic Party? They're being paid. Go back if you have not checked. I did a video on the thousands and thousands of dollars that these Democratic shields are being paid. I've done a video on that. James, Kennedy also offered them a great deal on bear meat. He said, never mind. James. Oh, wow. They keep talking about January 6th. Exactly, Dorian Carter. They're talking about that in unaliving children and when people are starving and homeless. No one cares about that crap. Talk about something that's going to help people. And again, what made me angry is they're talking about all the wonderful things she's going to do. She's had 4 years. She's done nothing. See, Fry, big mistake. I'll go back and check your video. I thought I was caught up. Definitely going to look for it. Yes, see, Fryer, go back and check it, love. Alley Cat says, Democrats are finding out that being black or brown isn't an automatic DEI. Exactly. Jake, today I took 2. My friend, I tell him, don't vote for Kamala, vote for Trump. Late to see your video on YouTube. Okay, thank you, Jake. Asada, these celebrities are the worst. I go back and look at the video. I shared a video. Malcolm X said it in 1965. I played it in one of the video clip with Malcolm X. Sounds like he made that statement yesterday or today. He said, you don't see celebrities, athletes, entertainers, singers, dancers. You don't see them in any other community as leaders. They've been installed in the black community to keep black people on the Democratic plantation. Why do you think every time you have black people talking about they're going to leave the Democratic Party? Oh my God, bite your tongue. The world's coming to an end. You are lambasted. You are attacked. You're called everything but a child of God if you try to leave the vote blue no matter who cult. And what has voting blue no matter who, what have you received? Just more poverty. Look at all the liberal cities. Do I need to say anything else? Another truth bomb. Dorian, when times are good, a politician can be useful, but when times are bad, you want a statesman, not a politician. Exactly. People don't want to hear all you're talking about is unaliving children. And go back and look at my video. They had a mobile van performing vasectomies and the A word, unaliving children in the womb. You know what I'm talking about. They had that there at the DNC convention. Really? Okay. So let's listen to some of this. I'll be keeping up with your comments in the comment section.
It has always been pretty good to kids with funny names who believe in a country where anything is possible. Because we have a chance to elect someone who has spent her entire life trying to give people the same chances America gave her. Someone who sees you and hears you and will get up every single day and fight for you.
Newsflash. When all of a sudden she's going to get up and start fighting for us, Americans? When's that going to happen? Why is she going to wait until after she's in office? She had 4 years as VP. Why is she waiting? Someone please answer the questions in the comment section. I'll continue.
The next president of the United States of America, Kamala Harris. It's been 16 years since I had the honor of accepting this party's nomination for president. And I know that's hard to believe because I have not aged a bit. But it's true. And decision as your nominee turned out to be one of my best. And that was asking Joe Biden to serve by my side as vice president.
If you were here, that exactly, honeybee, that was a real sad day. I sang a song yesterday. Go back and check the video from yesterday from the Thompson Twins, 1982. Lies, 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 yeah. Another truth bomb. Big Cheese, Kamala Harris is still avoiding interviews or press conferences with the liberal media who loves her. Exactly. Jake, yes, 4 years. Nothing from Kamala has done nothing. No. Boss Chick, how are you? Boss Chick said, don't fall for this scam. No, that's all it is a scam. James, I don't like Harris, but I will say that the VP doesn't make policies for the most part, but she never found the border. James, by her never finding the border, that was enough for me. I'm done, okay? And just knowing her record was enough for me. Which I was never going to vote for her or Jim Crow Joe. Let's listen to some more if we can stomach it. Okay. Fran Rushy, how are you? You are nailing it. They have had almost 4 years, and they're saying it now. If you vote for her in November, things will improve. Right. If you improve things now, why do you have to wait until November? You've had 4 years. Get out of here with this scam. Here we go.
Other than some common Irish blood, Joe and I come from different backgrounds, but we became brothers. And as we worked together for 8, sometimes pretty tough years, what I came to admire most about...
Not 8, 12 years, folks. Biden was a figurehead. If you're just coming in, this was Obama's 3rd term. He's trying to make it 4, so he'll be the same as FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. This will be his 4th term, okay? That's all he's trying to do. Don't fall for this scam. Wake up, people. Wake up.
Joe wasn't just his smarts, his experience. It was his empathy and his decency and his hard-earned resilience, his unshakable belief that everyone in this country deserves a fair shot. And over the last 4 years, those are the values America has needed most. At a time when millions of our fellow citizens were sick and dying, we needed a leader with the character to put politics aside and do what was right.
Going back to, and you know I can't say the word here on YouTube or they'll shadow ban my channel. You know what I'm talking about, the pandemic. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, you shut everything was shut down, and some people you may take the, you know what I'm talking about. Can't say it here on YouTube. Depending on the jobs that they had. And yet you let millions of people come through that southern Texas border. No of any kind. No jabs. They're in schools. We're having outbreaks of measles and other communicable diseases that we had pretty much eradicated in this country. So come on, guys. Be smart. Smarten up. Pinky. What he's saying is that everyone coming to this country deserves a peace except us America. Pinky Wells gets it. That's what I've been saying, Pinky. When I started talking about this subject matter, when I really started paying attention to what was going on with these illegal migrants, that's what got me. They've already spent billions of dollars on non-American citizens, but they won't spend one thin dime on Americans. Pinky, go back and check those videos out that I did on the illegal migrant situation. I showed videos. There was this man in Detroit. I felt so bad. He's like, I work every day, but I can't afford rent, so I'm homeless. So they brought all these migrants in here. They have a place for them. But this, you want 4 more years of this? Get out of here.
At a time when our economy was reeling, we needed a leader with the determination to drive what would become the world's strongest recovery. 15 million jobs, higher wages, lower healthcare costs. At a time when the other party had turned into a cult of personality, we needed a leader who was steady and brought people together and was selfless enough to do the rarest thing there is in politics, putting his own ambition aside for the sake of the country.
No. That's not how that happened. He was sacked. Don't get it twisted. Joe Biden was very adamant. He had no plans. He was not going to step down. He didn't have a choice. They have dirt on everyone. They give you an opportunity, and then when you continue to say no, they say, okay, this news is going to come out. You better step down. He was sacked. He didn't do that. They're trying to smooth it over. That's not how that happened, folks. Don't get it twisted. Combat medic, how are you? Outbreaks of whooping cough in Seattle hospital where the coughing illegals come to Harborview Hospital. Combat medic gets it. Yes. The news, the liberal media is not covering this. Now, those of you who've been here for a while, I teach high school. And American children. Matter of fact, there was something in my mailbox at the school Friday for me to pass out to a homeroom student about immunizations. American students that don't have immunizations, guess what? They stopped them from coming to school. Illegal immigrants who have no records on immunizations, they're in school every day. Make it make sense, people. Pinky Wells, he's lying. I have 3 people in my home, 4 incomes, and we losing income. Right, Pinky? Of course. That's what we've been saying. Right. C. Fryer gets it. Joe had no intentions of stepping down. But they dangle those skeletons. You better step down or this is going to come out. James Wayne for his country or retirement. Right. Jay Lee Rowling gets all fired up in this. Yes, Jay Lee, I don't like people being lied to and gaslighted and bamboozled. I don't like that. And when you listen to these lies from the Democratic Party, it really bothers me because, again, I started talking about what was going on. I just became angry. Again, I told you guys, okay, my dad's prior military. Here where I teach, most of my students are military connected. Their parents are either in the Air Force, Pope Air Force Base here in North Carolina, or Fort Bragg, which is now called Fort Liberty. So guess what? The military is close to my heart. We have plenty of homeless veterans. What have you done for them? Nothing. How about we take all of us, go down to the southern border in Texas and come through and get everything, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of food stamps, checks. I mean, it's unreal. This is what they're spending our tax dollars on. I guess we're the idiots. Karen, the news suddenly reporting on, yes, measles, smallpox. Karen, they've been hiding it. I have some people I look at here on YouTube. That's where I have to get the truth. The mainstream media won't cover it. These outbreaks that are going on. They're not covering these migrant crimes. They're raping people. They're killing people. They've been told by the Biden administration, they're the untouchable. Leave those people alone. As Americans, if we commit crimes, the police or the FBI, whoever's coming to our door, we're going out in handcuffs. Okay, make it make sense. Combat medic, Seattle, a progressive nightmare, right, of DEI. Exactly, combat medic, DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion is a fantasy. Okay, and it made a lot of people rich. They're as bad as those poverty pimps. like Al Sharpton, okay? The Congressional Black Caucus, the NAACP. They want to keep you down and dependent. That's all it is. I'll play some more.
History will remember Joe Biden as an outstanding president who defended democracy at a moment of great danger. And I am proud to call him my president, but I am even prouder to call him my friend.
Those idiots are saying, thank you, Joe. For what? For the economy, the high food, the high gas, the high rent, the high interest rates. I'm supposed to thank you? Oh. Oh.
Now, the torch has been passed. Now it is up to all of us to fight for the America we believe in. And make no mistake, it will be a fight. For all the incredible energy we've been able to generate over the last few weeks, for all the rallies and the memes.
Yeah, so what they keep saying, they're trying to get the same, feel and energy that Obama had when he was running. It's not going to happen. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the lies. Okay? I'm telling you, people, they are straight out lying about these polls. They are trying to get you so discouraged that you don't even go out and vote. Okay? Don't let that happen, people. You know what they're doing. How you doing, Steve? Put the demon back in his pit. Exactly. Dorian said, I've heard that the crowd was chanting, we want Trump. Okay. Florida says, you are right. I thought I heard that too, Dorian. Yeah. And so they're sick of him. He's from Chicago. How many of you in the chat section, type it, would love to live in Chicago? Newsflash. I've never been shot, and thank God, I haven't had bullets piercing my skin, and I don't choose to in the future. No thanks. Who the heck would want to live in Baltimore, Philadelphia, any of these liberal cities? It's a freaking war zone. Democrat policies don't work. Come on. Connie Mello, how are you? I can't believe Obama is saying this. I'm boiling again. Michelle did a 180 also. Oh no, I'm voting for Trump. Thank you so much, Danje, for the super chat. Legal law-abiding Americans are now second-class citizens at best. Exactly. It seems that the harder you worked in your life, the more you get crapped on by this clown show of a government. Don J gets it. Yes. That's why I became so angry and started talking about the migrant crisis. That's when I really started talking about politics. I started watching Fox News and some other people here on YouTube, and I was like, oh my God. And I was like, this is not right. And people like myself, people like you guys who are hardworking Americans, they're taking our tax dollars and supporting non-American citizens. And I don't like that. James, Antifa. Exactly. Fran Rushy, I live in Los Angeles. It's a blue state. They destroyed our beautiful state. Fran Rushy, they destroyed your state. Now they're moving to Texas. Texas, I wouldn't be surprised if Texas turns blue. Everyone's leaving California in droves. They're taking those same voting, okay. Yeah, they're taking the same voting lifestyle that they had in the blue states that destroyed the states that they left, and they're still voting blue no matter who. Dorian, I get called a Trump supporter and a radical, all because I don't go along with the Democrat narrative. Yeah, you don't subscribe to that ideology. Oh my God, they can't handle it. But they're supposed to be the party of diversity, equity, and inclusion, right? I don't think so. Let's see if we can listen to some more.
This will still be a tight race in a closely divided country. A country where too many Americans are still struggling. Where a lot of Americans don't believe government can help. And as we gather here tonight, the people who will decide this election are asking a very simple question. Who will fight for me? Who's thinking about my future, about my children's future, about our future together?
Not the Democrats, not unless you're an illegal migrant. Another truth bomb.
One thing is for certain, Donald Trump is not losing sleep over that question. Here's a 78-year-old billionaire who has not stopped whining about his problems since he rode down his golden escalator 9 years.
All right, now you see, there they go talking about that again. Talking about Trump being a billionaire. News flash. If you think that these Democrats are poor, you are sadly mistaken. They're all millionaires. Check it out. It's online. So we're not going to split hairs on millionaires and billionaires. Okay? They're rich and wealthy too. So, but they're throwing it off like Trump, Trump's up here and they're down here. They're just as wealthy. But people won't do research.
Years ago, it has been a constant stream of gripes and grievances that's actually been getting worse now that he's afraid of losing the Kamala. There's the childish nicknames, the crazy conspiracy theories, this weird obsession with crowd sizes. It just goes on and on and on. The other day I heard someone compare Trump to the neighbor who keeps running his leaf blower outside your window every minute of every day. Now, from a neighbor, that's exhausting. From a president, it's just dangerous. The truth is, Donald Trump sees power as nothing more than it means to his ends. He wants the middle class to pay the price for another huge tax cut that would mostly help him and his rich friends.
That is not true, folks. That is definitely not true.
He killed a bipartisan immigration deal written in part by one of the most conservative Republicans in Congress.
Okay.
That would have helped secure our southern border because he thought trying to actually solve the problem would hurt his campaign.
Newsflash, folks. If you've ever heard the proverbial, the devil is in the details, they had so many strings attached. Just unbelievable. Go check that out. So yeah, he wouldn't support it, not with those strings that they had attached to it. It was crazy. But they don't say that. They just make it seem like, oh, he wouldn't sign it. No, there's a very good reason why. It was a bad deal. That's why he didn't sign it. Honeybee, Crystal, they're obsessed with Trump. Yeah, they are. That immigration deal was no deal for us. Right, Pinky? The American people would have suffered. That's why Trump didn't sign it. But they don't say anything about that. Donjay, Obama is comparing Trump to a leaf blower. Sounds more like Kamala during the trip to Toronto. Right, Donjay? Exactly. Dorian, never bring your morals to politics because it gets downright dirty. Right, Crystal. Honeybee, yes, they love the name. Yeah, they do. Here we go.
He doesn't. Do not vote. Vote. He doesn't seem to care if more women lose their reproductive freedom, since it won't affect his life.
And again, folks, we've already talked about it on here. I don't care how many times you use word salad, change a word. We all know that's unaliving children in the womb. I don't care what they call it. We know what it really is. And that's primarily what they're running on. And you have these people, all these people who support them. It's genocide, folks. And that's sad. You're voting against your own best interest. Okay. I can't.
And most of all, Donald Trump wants us to think that this country is hopelessly divided between us and them. Between the real Americans, who of course support him, and the outsiders who don't. And he wants you to think that you'll be richer and safer if you will just give him the power to put those other people back in their place. It is one of the oldest tricks in politics. From a guy whose act has, let's face it, gotten pretty stale. We do not need 4 more years of bluster and bumbling and chaos. We have seen that movie before, and we all know that the sequel is usually worse.
We've seen this movie before with Biden and Kamala. Her policies are identical to Jim Crow Joe's. So we've seen that movie before, and this country cannot withstand 4 more years of Democratic rule.
America's ready for a new chapter. America's ready for a better story. We are ready for a President Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris is ready for the job. This is a person who is
just like she was ready for the job of border czar, right? She did a good job. Not.
Spent her life fighting on behalf of people who need a voice and a champion. As you heard from Michelle, Kamala was not born into privilege. She had to work for what.
There they go with this poor me story again. So of course, as opposed to Trump, of course, we know he was born rich. So here they go with this woe is me, poor, rags to riches story, straight from the Democratic playbook. Need I say more? I didn't think so.
She's got. And she actually cares about what other people are going through. She's not the neighbor running the leaf blower. She's the neighbor rushing over to help when you need a hand. As a prosecutor, Kamala stood up for children who had been victims of sexual abuse. As an attorney general of the most populous state in the country, she fought big banks and for-profit colleges, securing billions of dollars for the people they had scammed. After the home mortgage crisis, she pushed me and my administration hard to make sure homeowners got a fair settlement. Didn't matter that I was a Democrat. Didn't matter that she had knocked on doors for my campaign in Iowa. She was going to fight to get as much relief as possible for the families who deserved it.
What about all those black men she locked up in California? Go check with them. Even people who were innocent, because she needed free slave labor for the prison industrial complex. Yeah, that's who you're voting for. That's what you want. Okay. That's what you're telling us to vote for. Madison, how are you? Malcolm X said celebrities are clowns and puppets, and he was absolutely right. C. Fryer, can anyone in this chat tell me just one thing Harris has done for real? Just one truthful thing. C. Fryer, yeah, she's laughed a lot. Another truth bomb. Okay, where are we? Locked up, Honeybee, locked up innocent black men, a lot of them for marijuana charges. And then when she was asked about, when she smoked marijuana, she thought it was it was hilarious. That's who you want for president, really? Okay.
As vice president, she helped take on the drug companies to cap the cost of insulin, lower the cost of health care, give families with kids a tax cut. And she is running for president with real plans to lower costs even more and protect Medicare and Medicaid and sign a law to guarantee every woman's right to make her own health care decisions.
How many times are they shoving that down our throats? Reproductive rights or women's decision. We all know it's word semantics. It's all the same thing. Unaliving children in the womb. Okay? Don't get it twisted, folks.
In other words, Kamala Harris won't be focused on her problems. She'll be focused on yours.
Oh, you mean like she is now? Another truth bomb.
As president, she won't just cater to her own supporters and punish those who refuse to kiss the ring or bend the knee. She'll work on behalf of every American. That's who Kamala is. And in the White House, she will have an outstanding partner in Governor Tim Walz.
Yeah, go to Minnesota and see how Minnesota looks. We saw anyone who had two eyeballs and two ears that worked. You saw, you heard what happened during the George Floyd riots. He let those criminals, those rioters, totally destroy a beautiful American city. That's what you want in the White House. Now, if you like communism, socialism, Marxism, well, you know who to vote for. That's what they represent. This policy that Kamala's talking about for first-time home buyers, communism at its finest. Let's go ahead and get your Russian flag. Okay, here we go.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I love this guy. Tim is the kind of person who should be in politics. Born in a small town, served his country, taught kids, coached football, took care of his neighbors. He knows who he is, and he knows what's important. You can tell those flannel shirts he wears don't come from some political consultant. They come from his closet, and they have been through some stuff. Together, Kamala and Tim have kept faith with America's central story. A story that says we are all created equal. All of us endowed with certain inalienable rights, that everyone deserves a chance, that even when we don't agree with each other, we can find a way to live with each other. That's Kamala's vision. That's Tim's vision. That's the Democratic Party's vision. And our job over the next 11 weeks is to convince as many people as possible to vote for that vision. Now, it won't be easy. side knows it's easier to play on people's fears and cynicism, always has been. They will tell you that government is inherently corrupt, that sacrifice and generosity are for suckers. And since the game is rigged, it's okay to take what you want and just look after your own. That's the easy path. We have a different task. Our job is to convince people that democracy can actually deliver. And in doing that, we can't just point to what we've already accomplished. We can't just rely on the ideas of the past. We need to chart a new way forward to meet the challenges of today. And Kamala understands this. She knows, for example, that if we want to make it easier for more young people to buy a home, we need to build more units and clear away some of the outdated laws and regulations that made it harder to build homes for working people in this country. That is a priority, and she's put out a bold new plan to do just that.
Again, she had 4 years. What about the homeless Americans? They're supposed to wait. They've been waiting 4 years, but now she came up with some wonderful plan, a communist plan. And if you were around and you remember the big housing bust, okay, sounds like she's trying to bring it back. Mary says, where are the reparations? Yeah, that's another page from the Democrat playbook. Every election cycle, they get together some type of reparations committee. What a joke. Hilarious.
On healthcare, we should all be proud of the enormous progress that we've made through the Affordable Care Act, providing millions of people access to affordable coverage, protecting millions more from unscrupulous insurance practices. I've noticed, by the way, that since it's become popular, they don't call it Obamacare no more. But Kamala knows we can't stop there, which is why she'll keep working to limit out-of-pocket costs. Kamala knows that if we want to help people get ahead, we need to put a college degree within reach of more Americans. But she also knows college shouldn't be the only ticket to the middle class. We need to follow the lead of governors like Tim Walz, who said, if you've got the skills and the drive, you shouldn't need a degree to work for state government. And in this new economy, we need a president who actually cares about the millions of people all across this country who wake up every single day to do the essential, often thankless work, to care for our sick, to clean our streets, to deliver our packages. We need a president who will stand up for their right.
How you doing, Missy? Smart Final, how are you? This is hilarious what he's saying. I'm not sure how many of you are on social media as much as I am. Bye, Missy. Hit the like button, dear. Thank you. So I was watching some clips. So what he's talking about, yeah, we respect the street sweepers and all these people, I guess, in the service industry. And some of these liberal women were like, yeah, we need these people. We need someone to clean the streets. And if you listen to the way they were saying it, like, oh, I thought you wanted everyone to be college educated, but not this group of people over here. Get out of here.
To bargain for better wages and working conditions. And Kamala will be that president.
Right, Sacred Grove, said the guy who oversaw a third world country called Chicago. Truth bomb just dropped. And that's what I'm saying. Go back and look at Chicago. Do I need to say anything else? Combat medic. Kamala's screaming hen. does nothing but tell us open border must stay and pay for their health care. Right. Asada. Exactly. I doubt she will attend that debate. Dorian, yeah, the Michelle Obama speech, yeah. I'll play a little bit more and then we'll be done, folks.
Yes, she can.
So they went from yes, we can to yes, she can. So you see, they're just taking everything from his campaigns and just changing a word or two, and now she's using it. And these idiots out in the audience are chanting it now. Where have they been living? How you doing? Tricia, thank you for joining the chat. Fran Rushy, politicians have different insurance than the rest of us. Fran Rushy, they have the best health insurance that money can buy. They have the best of everything. But then the Democrats come on and make it seem like the Republicans have the best of everything. Well, they do too.
Harris-Walz administration can help us move past some of the tired old debates that keep stifling progress. Because at their core, Kamala and Tim understand that when everybody gets a fair shot, we are all better off. They understand that when every child gets a good education, the whole economy gets stronger.
How are they going to get a good education when the Democratic Party is against vouchers? You want to make sure that the public schools of America continue to maintain their monopoly so they keep poor kids in poor, impoverished communities in those poor ghetto schools where they're learning nothing. And they're trying, of course, the teachers union support the Democrats, right? So they don't want the school choice. They want the failing public schools to continue to maintain their monopoly. Even though, look at the product they're producing. It sucks. The children aren't learning anything, but hey, they have those votes. That's all that counts. Connie, does everyone want a fourth Obama term? Connie, I don't. I'm disgusted too. No, he's had 3 terms. That's enough. He's got to go. Dorian, I'm glad that Louisiana allowed the 10 commandments in the classroom. These idiots don't get it, Dorian. Ever since they took the 10 commandments out of the schools, look at what has happened. People don't realize anytime you remove God, guess who shows up in his place? Just take a guess. I don't need to tell you. Type in the comment section. Pinky, Joy Reid is weird in a foreign country cosplaying American. Joy Reid, I call it Joyless. Joyless Reid is another Democratic shield. She gets her checks and her little butter biscuits from the Democrats, and she knows if the Democrats lose, guess what? She's probably going to be out of a job. So she's pressing hard. Madison, same scam from 2008. Don't fall for the scam again. Madison, I'm trying to wake up as many people as I can, love. Jake, Democratic always says Trump, Trump, Trump. That's all they say. Florida, Steve, take care. Thank you for stopping by. Mary, we have BP. Ever got a fair chance? I'm not sure what you're saying, Mary. And so that's all. Basically, I won't play anymore. I think most of you are probably, if you want me to play some more of it, I will. But if not, I just wanted you to listen to some of these lies. I cannot. How you doing, Jacqueline? I think everyone these days who flees California is not going to be voting Democrat anymore. Those days are over. Jackie, oh my God. That state is done. Like, take a fork, stick a fork in it. Yeah. That state's done. And those idiots will still vote for Democrats. I mean, just astounding. Pinky, I'm out here trying to talk sense into these people. Pinky, some people are slow learners. But you let the economy squeeze their pocketbook enough and maybe they'll change their view. Yes, Alley Cat, I agree. Asada, I think I got COVID listening to that. Not feeling too well. I didn't want anyone to get sick from listening. Karen said joy brings the pain. She does. I can't listen to her. I can't. Mr. Fizz, I have a friend who voted Trump last time, but is voting for Kamala because she's a woman. Mr. Fizz. Oh, what have we been preaching here? You're supposed to tell your friend, what about policies? That gender identity politics doesn't work. Voting for her just because she's a woman? What about policy? That's crazy. Allie, no, not necessary, Lord. We are all on the floor ill. All right, so I won't play anymore. I know it's painful. I won't play anymore. That was Barak. I may play some of Michelle's tomorrow. I won't play anymore because it's Saturday night, and I hope you're feeling all right. Crystal Watson, thank you for the super chat, love. Yeah, that Alley Cat, that was excellent. Mr. Fizz says she's a lost cause, honestly. Mr. Fizz, anyone who's voting for Kamala because she's a woman, they are sorely misguided. That's why this country is in the shape that it's in. You don't vote for party. You don't vote for gender. You don't vote for race. Look at where this country is. We're dying here. We're a freaking third world country. Combat medic. You can't talk sense. My doctor thinks she needs to serve aliens, but she will run out of gas. Yeah. Okay. Allie said, I'm glad we are all intelligent people in here. Yes, Alley Cat. Pinky, yes, I've been saying that for almost a year. Policy, policy, policy. I don't give a care what your gender is. I don't give a care what your color, the color of your skin is. None of that is going to help me pay my bills. None of that is going to add to my retirement, my Roth IRAs. That's not going. I'm looking at who's going to help me the best. And Democratic policies do nothing for Americans. Works for you if you're an illegal immigrant. I don't get thousands of dollars every month in food stamps and checks from the government. I have to work. So I'm voting policy. I don't give a care what your skin color is, and I definitely don't give a care what your gender is. That does not help me one iota. Excuse me. Kentucky Fried Mama, how are you doing, love? Where are we? Yes, Allie. Reagan said that back in the 80s, I think. Yeah. Anytime the government comes and, they're coming to help, that's a dangerous situation. And they always make everything worse. Dorian Allison, he even famously said, government is not solution to the problem. Government is the problem. Facts. How you doing, Bellas? Whisper, Farmstead. How you doing? All of you who are here, a lot of you in here, please go ahead and hit that little thumb, that like button. If you like this content, please, please, please let a friend, neighbor, or foe know where they can go when they want the best information as it relates to what's happening in American politics. You come right here, folks. I'm on the internet day and night trying to keep up with what's going on. Mary Alley said, what can orange do for you? Okay. Mary, when have Black people ever gotten a fair chance? Mary, when they get out and work hard, just like everyone else, don't listen to the lies of the Democratic Party. They have you thinking that we are victims. We are not. There are a lot of Black Americans who are successful. People who are out here that are successful, they were working hard. They weren't paying attention to any of that. Jim and Allison, thank you for the super chat, love. We said we need more beautiful souls like you. Jim, thank you so much. Jim and Allison, I am definitely on a mission to wake up as many people as I can. I am sick and tired of people being bamboozled. I'm sick and tired of people being fooled and gaslighted by the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is satanic, and they're evil. That's what they are. And I'm trying to tell as many people as I can, the vote blue, no matter who cult, has destroyed this country, and they have got to go. Danjay, thank you for the super chat. Are you on X or Facebook? If so, please drop the handle or post in the video description. Thanks and God bless. Yes, Danjay, I am. All of my social media handles are up under my videos. So when this video ends, or you can go to another video, you will see all of my social media handles. All right. On Facebook, I have rollers of views, but like on what is it? Instagram, and I think on TikTok, it's just Lynn Siebert. Okay. Connie Mello, keep preaching, rolling. Hope they listen. Love your chat. Yes, Connie. I'm trying to wake up as many people as I can. The architect, I love you, Patriots. We are united. Yes, architect. I keep telling people they better wake up. Okay. We don't have time to have Black people on this side and white people on this side and Hispanic people here and Asian people here. The Democratic Party is trying to keep us divided because they don't want us to come together. We need to realize we have one common enemy. That's the Democratic Party. We have to band together to fight against them. That's what I've been trying to tell people. That is my goal. That is my mission. Because I don't like what they've done. They've divided this country. They have all these poverty pimps. Every time someone's shot by the police or something happens, they're there like vultures. Oh, this happened because this person was Black. Now, sometimes it happens because people are just stupid. Like that officer in, I think, was it Illinois? He shot that woman. I don't know what was wrong with him. He was just an idiot. And everything that happens doesn't happen just because of the color of someone's skin. Sometimes people are just stupid and they make bad decisions. Right, Allie? I'm out here working hard. I don't look at, no one can hold me back but me. I don't care if someone doesn't like me because of the color of my skin. That is their problem, not mine. I'm out here working, trying to finish up my teaching career. I don't give a care how they feel. Yes, Kentucky Fried Mama. That's how I feel. We have one common enemy. Why do you think they've kept us divided for so long? They don't want us to come together. That's why they keep everything stirred up and make everything about race. And it's not even like that. I even talked to some of my coworkers. Everyone gets along just fine. To listen to them, you would think everyone was at each other's throats. And that's not how it is, folks. Kentucky Fried Mama, speaking the truth about the liars and thieves. Right. Honeybee said, here comes Ben Crump. Another truth bomb. Again, they make everything about race. That officer that shot that lady, that was a sad situation. He was just an idiot, and he should not have been a police officer. He had DUIs. He had a bad work record. So that police department made a bad decision and hired an idiot. And now they're going to pay millions of dollars because he unalived a woman because he said that he was feared for his life over some pot of water. Crazy. So like I said, everything's not about race, but they try to make it about race. And of course, Al Sharptongue, he's there, of course. Congressional Black Caucus, all the Democratic shields. See, we haven't had one of those situations in a while, so it was about time for one so that they can bring out the race card again. Straight from the Democratic playbook. They don't care anything about that woman that was killed. They just want to keep their checks coming like they're out here in support of the Black community. They're just trying to keep those checks coming from the Democrats. They don't care anything about these people. You know that. Kentucky Fried Mama, power to the people. Exactly. All the people. Speaking, where are we? Florida, we have to be colorblind. We are Americans. Right, Florida? That's what I tell people. Some of these channels on here talking about, oh, we just see what they can do for black people. No, we need for everyone to be treated equally. That's white Americans, Hispanic Americans, black, Asian. I don't want to be lifted up at the expense of someone else being put down. That's not how things are supposed to work, people. Bella's Whisper, Al needs to hush and pay his taxes. Bella, I looked at a video on Al Sharpton. You guys need to look him up. Yeah, he didn't pay his taxes, and in the 80s, he got in trouble. He was arrested. There was some money that was donated to an organization, and I forgot what the cause was, but he took that money and put it in his personal account. Go look that up. Also, Google Tawana Brawley. He's a crook. He's a Democratic puppet. Okay, that's all he is. Fran, I agree. We are Americans. However, some have no common sense. It's all about decent or indecent. Oh, yeah. Joe, I guess the people of Chicago have gone against their word about not voting for the Democrat. Joe, let's see. Joe, it's not over yet, dear. Joe, please go check out the video I did. I had an interview, I think it was last Sunday, with Miss Adrienne Wright from the Illinois Women's Republican Party. And she told me, and some other people I've talked to told me what they need to do, because I talked to some other people as well. And when it comes to people who want to vote for Republicans, sometimes people go there to vote for Republicans. They don't even have the Republican ballots. So there's all kinds of nefarious activities taking place in those blue liberal cities. Honeybee, Al Sharpton looks like he's been dead for 3 months. Oh my God. Honeybee, yes. James, what did your relatives from New York say when I'm not sure what you say. Now we got to deal with the Chinese migrants, the African migrants, everyone and their mamas coming through that southern Texas border. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. I'll read a couple more chats here. Jake, black people and white people, we Americans need to come together, but democracy, he don't want us to be together. No, that's what I've been telling people. Don J, Trump is planning on working to have churches, specifically in black communities, be allowed to obtain government funding to invest into their local community. Might be part of the Platinum Plan. Yes, Don J, he's trying to help. Unlike the Democrats who only destroy. James, we're going to have to wait and see, love. Everyone who's here, if you have not already, please go ahead, hit that little thumb, which is a like button. Like button. Share this out on your various forms of social media. And I'm going to let you go until tomorrow. Okay? Big Al, yes. Yes, Jake. He may do a live later. All right, so I'm going to let everyone go. I enjoyed this. You know how I do. I will continue to respond to your comments in the comment section as long as you're here. I'm not leaving until the last one of you has left. The architect, I don't care what color somebody is when life or freedom is on the line. That's our children's future. Facts. C. Fry, enjoy the rest of your evening, you two. Pinky, and don't forget to comment on the video. Yes, Pinky, you guys comment for me. Asada, have a wonderful evening, everyone. Yes, I'll see you all tomorrow, 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Kentucky Fried Mama, peace out to you, love. And so just remember, folks, excuse me, all we need to do is be vigilant. And voting time, we can't just talk. We have to get out and have some action. And just for how you doing, Aurelis? We're leaving now, but you can go back and check the replay. But one thing we need to do, folks, hit that like button for me, please, is be vigilant. I'm going to say that until it's time to vote. Bye, everyone. I'm going to leave. And just remember, Kamala Harris is still running. She still doesn't want to give interviews. So I'm still going to be singing my 1980 REO Speedwagon. You take it on the run, baby. If that's the way you want it, baby. Then I don't want you around. Heard it from a friend who Heard it from another, you won't take any interviews. Woo! REO Speedwagon, 1980, folks. Leave me something in the chat section if you like that good classic music. All right, I'm going to go, and I will see you all tomorrow, 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you again for spending your very valuable time here at the Rollers of Views YouTube channel. I will see you in the comment section. I'm going to answer your comments right now.